every single night at exactly 3 a.m., while the world was lost in sleep. A broken man woke up in silence to keep a promise he made in his darkest moment. And years later, that promise turned into something so powerful that it brought tears to the eyes of people who never even knew him. This is not just about waking up early. This is about pain turning into purpose and a life that refused to stay ordinary. Before we dive in, what time are you listening? Where are you from? Drop a comment below and tell me. And please, like and subscribe for more videos like this. He opened his eyes at 3 a.m. No alarm. Just a habit built from pain. His room was small, quiet, and filled with memories that never left him. A few months earlier, his life had no direction. He worked long hours in a factory, came home exhausted, ate whatever he could afford, and slept without thinking about the future. There was no dream, no plan, only survival. Then one night changed everything. He was sitting beside his older sister, the one who raised him after their parents were gone. She was lying weak on the bed, barely breathing. She had spent her whole life working for him, sacrificing everything so he could grow up. Now she could not even sit up. He held her hand as she slowly told him not to waste his life, not to stay stuck in the same struggle. She asked him to promise that he would find a way out. He could not speak. Tears filled his eyes as he simply nodded. 2 days later, she was gone. That night, he sat alone in darkness, unable to sleep. Her words echoed in his mind again and again. At exactly 3 a.m., he stood up. Something inside him changed. He realized he had been living without purpose. But now, he had a reason. He picked up an old notebook and started writing what he needed to learn and how he could change his life. That first morning was not perfect, but it gave him direction. From that day on, he woke up every morning at 3 a.m. No excuses. He started learning from books, free resources, and anything he could find. He practiced new skills, improved himself step by step, and ignored people who laughed at him and said nothing would change. Months passed and slowly he began to improve. He started helping small shop owners with simple work. Sometimes he earned money, sometimes he did not, but he kept going. Every morning at 3 a.m. became a step toward a better life. After 1 year, he was no longer the same person. One opportunity came, and even though he was afraid, he said yes. He worked hard, learned overnight, and completed the task successfully. That one chance changed everything. More people started trusting him. His income grew, but he stayed focused and disciplined. 2 years later, he left his job and started something of his own. It was the biggest risk of his life. But he remembered his promise. He worked day and night, building his future step by step. Slowly, his work grew. He hired people who had no opportunities, who like him, and gave them a chance. Years later, he sat alone in a quiet room, holding his sister's photos. Tears filled his eyes as he whispered that he had kept his promise. For the first time, broke a dune, not from pain, but from truth. The person he did it for was not there to see it. The next day, he returned to the place where everything started and opened a free learning center for people who wanted to change their lives. He gave them knowledge, support, and a chance. That is when people truly understood his story. This was never just about waking up at 3 a.m. This was about a promise, a loss, and a decision that changed everything. So now, tell me, if life gives you one last chance, will you take it or let it go? So if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this.